Hello. Today we're going to be making a Thai carrot soup. I quadrupled this recipe. This way it makes just over a week's worth of soup for lunches, and it freezes well, and it thaws well. So I do it in 4 batches because of the limitations and size of my food processor. So anyway, let's begin. So we start with our spice mixture, and you see here I've got some black pepper in there. It calls for a half teaspoon. I only put a quarter in because I don't like it that spicy. Next, we put in a half teaspoon of cumin. Someone in this house doesn't like cumin. I do. We put in a half teaspoon of turmeric, which is a good anti-inflammatory, and it's a nice spice. And we put in a half teaspoon of smoked paprika, which is great in anything. Then we put in a full teaspoon of onion powder, and we put in a full teaspoon of garlic powder. So that's our spice mixture.
So we have our spice mixture, and then we're adding in 1 pound of peeled and chopped up carrots, so they're smaller. It's just so that once they're baked they'll blend well. And 2 celery stalks, again chopped up to a relatively small, and a good sized onion. We love onions in this house. Just diced. And then I toss. And you can see it coating as I go. So this is our baking sheet, and we've cut a piece of parchment paper. Actually, Pam did it because she's really good at that. And then I'm just dumping everything on here. Kind of make it, as one layer as possible, because we want it to bake through so that the vegetables are nice and tender for when it comes time to do the blend. They'll be nice and soft. Now it's ready for.
And what was the temperature again?
400 degrees in the
For
oven.
half hour.
For half an hour, 30 minutes. Yep.
Oh, right then.
Here we go.
To save bake time, I do 2 trays of the vegetables at one time. So this is number 1 going in. You see I've got the racks about the middle, about the same place. And here's tray number 2. The vegetables have been baking for half an hour, and now they are on the parchment paper, and now it's time to dump them into the food processor. Why are we doing this? Well, you'll see. So we dump them all in there, we scrape it all off, because we want to make sure we get each and every little carrot and onion and piece of celery in there. Because, that's what makes it the great soup that it is. Scraping everything, want to make sure we get it all. Here we go. And there it all is, ready for the next ingredient.
Now we're going to add the wet ingredients. So this is a can of coconut milk. Doesn't matter which one. I've bought various ones. It's supposed to be around 14 ounces. So we're dumping that in. And of course, we want to get it all. So we're going to use this spatula to make sure we do get it all. Yes. And the coconut milk makes it very creamy. Whoops. I'll get that out of there. Don't worry. All right. That is coconut milk. And now we have to add in broth.
So now we add the broth. We use vegetable broth, and we put 2 cups of broth in. There's cup number 1 and cup number 2. That's all the ingredients in the blender, and now I got the blade in there, as you can see, sitting in the middle, and we put the lid on. Now we blend. So as I complete each batch, I put it in this big soup pot, so I have them all together and they can simmer for a little bit. So 1's in there, and this is number 2 going in right now. And you can see I use there again using my trusty spatula to make sure we get everything, because we don't want to miss 1 drop. Now we're adding batch number 3. And you can see in the background there's the tray. That's the 4th batch, which has just come out of the oven. It'll be going into the food processor next. And as you see, this is the 4th and final batch coming in. Blend time, originally I was doing 5 minutes with this, but this time I blended it a bit longer, just around 7, a little over 7 minutes. And I find it comes out even creamier. It's come out really smooth. Now, the thing is, the pot, you can simmer it for a while, but actually it doesn't need to because all the cooking actually happened in the oven. So once everything's blended together, this soup is ready to eat. And I know this is the summertime, but it's really good on a cooler day in the fall too. So now that that's all in there, and all 4 batches are together, we just give it a bit of a stir. I don't know if it really needs it, but just force of habit, I guess. And it's ready to eat. So now we got to try some.
Taste test. Oh, so good, so creamy with the coconut milk and the extra blending. It's really nice and smooth. Good batch. Thanks to Pam for being so helpful. Love it.
Hope you like and subscribe.